Hey guys, let's do some probability. I hope you had a chance to print off the notes. But don't worry if you didn't. Just grab a piece of paper and follow along. All right, so as we get into this journey of probability, the first type that I want to talk to you about is the word or, right? Or. So at the top of this note sheet, I'm going to write real big in that space, or. All right. Whenever you see the word or in the word problems that we get into, that means add. So or means add. So I'm going to put a bunch of plus signs. Look at me being so artistic. Oh my gosh. Don't you miss it? Yeah. All right. So the word or means we're going to be adding up the probabilities. That's a little different from what we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow the word is going to be and does not add up probabilities. So think of it this way, here or there, right? If you can be here or there, that's quite a large space, right? You could also think of it this way, you get more with or. That's right, I'm full of rhymes. Get more with or. All right. So the formula that you're going to see for this is like so. Probability of some event A or some event B. What we're going to do mathematically is take the probability of whatever A is. Because the word or is there, we're going to add the probability of B. So the problem with adding with the here or there or the get more with or is that sometimes you get a little bit more than you were looking for. Another rhyme, I'm amazing! Anywho, when you get too much, you have to subtract the overlap. And we show overlap with this fancy notation, probability of A and B. So underneath it, to put in simple terms, that's the overlap. And you'll see what I mean here in a few, all right? Will there be an overlap? Not every time, all right? It's just every once in a while there is an overlap. So let me jump in here. Debbie counts videos and Blu-rays that she has and places them into categories, all right? So we need to finish this chart, right? As you can see, it's not quite done. If I start looking here, there's too many blanks, but this one only has one blank. So I'm gonna start here. The total for this column has to be 24. I'm going to get rid of 16 and get rid of 5, and that leaves me 3 for right here. All right. Where else can I go? If I go across this way, I can add them up and get the total. So 43 plus 16 gives me 59. All right. And then if I come this way, I know the total is 17. Get rid of the 5 Blu-rays, and that leaves 12 for that spot. Going this way, 21 plus 3, 21. That's going to be 24. And then going this way, we can add this column up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's just make sure everything's good to go. 76 plus 24 is 100. And 59 plus 17 plus 24 is 100. All right, so we did the chart perfect. All right, perfectly done. That's going to be important because if the chart's not right, then the probability is going to be, all right. So here we go. First question of the day. I want the probability of a comedy or Blu-ray. All right, probability of comedy or Blu-ray. That's how you read it. The capital P stands for probability. Parentheses, you read that as of. So probability of. All right, so when we break this up, we start with the first event, which is comedy, and then we're going to add it with the next event, which is Blu-ray. Then we're going to get rid of the overlap. All right, so it's comedy plus Blu-ray minus overlap. All right, so in the chart, comedy. Da, 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 da. There are 17 total comedies. So we start off with 17 out of 100. The word or tells me to add. And now I go to Blu-rays. Dun, 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 dun. All right, there are 24 Blu-rays out of 100. but you get more with or. Whoops. So we got to backtrack a little bit. What did we overcount? What did we do twice? Well, it looks like the number 5 was circled twice. So we're going to subtract off that overlap, that 5 out of 100. Notice my denominator for all of these has been the grand total. All right, that's going to be the case for your OR problems. Oh, now we just have to add it up. When you're adding fractions and the denominator is all the same, all you have to do is focus on the numerator then. So you have 17 plus 24 minus 5, so 36. 36 out of 100. You can leave it just like that if it was free response. If it's multiple choice might reduce the fraction, or it might turn it into a decimal, or it might turn it into a percent. So many options! So let me just run through it with you on your calculator. So 36 out of 100 reduces down to 9/25. All right. If we turn that into a decimal, that's 0.36. And you can also write that as a percent, 36%. The percent symbol means you've moved the decimal 2 places to the right. All right, so if you want to move it 2 places back to the left, that's fine, but then you would drop the percent symbol. Okay, so let's try another question for this chart. How about the probability of a film or a sport? Probability of film or sport. Let me change colors here. Okay, so film. When I look at the chart up here, we have 59 films, so 59 out of 100. The word or means add. Boom. Then we go to sport. Okay, sport. How you doing, sport? I'm great. All right, so the sport total is 24. All right, so sometimes you get more with or, right? So here or there causes some overlap. So when you look at what I just circled with the little waves, is there anything that I circled in both of those? No. All right, as you notice, you go across. I didn't circle any numbers twice for this problem. All right, so there is no overlap. You can put -0 if it makes you feel good about life, or you don't have to worry about it, right? There is no overlap between these two events. So all we have to do then is add it up. So you have 59 and 24, which is 83. So 83 out of 100. Turn that into a decimal, or you can write it as a percent. So there's an 83% chance of selecting a film or a sport. Comedy or Blu-ray, there's a 36% chance. All right, so let me sprinkle a little bit more vocab in here. When you have two events that have no overlap, all right, so I'm going to put a star right here. When there is no overlap, we call that mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive. Back when my grandparents were dating, they used to call it mutually exclusive, right? Me and Earl, we're mutually exclusive. And that meant it was just the two of you, that you didn't share anybody, that you didn't have an overlap, right? It was just the two of you. Same idea with probability. Mutually exclusive means no overlap. Up here where we had an overlap, guess what that's called? It's called overlap. All right, so we call that overlapping events. So when you do the word or for probabilities, you have overlapping events sometimes. You can also have mutually exclusive events. So there's some vocab for you. All right, let's try another one. First thing we got to do is finish off the chart. So let's see, I'm going to do this column first. Why not? The total is 18. I already have 15 here, so that has to be 3. Here we have 14, so 14 minus the 8, that leaves me 6. Going across, that top row has to total 28. I see 15 and I see 8 already there, so if I get rid of what they've already given me, that leaves 5. Let's see, let's go down this total row. Why not? So we have 40 minus 18 minus 14, so that leaves 8 for that spot. So if that's 8, that means that's 3. 6 plus 3 plus 3, that's 12. And let's make sure 28 plus 12 is 40. 8, 9, 10, carry the 1, 2, 3. Yay! We did it right. Okay, so let's do some questions with it. We've got about probability of car Or what do you want to do? France? Okay, I'll do that. So car or France. Okay, so in the chart, we've got car. So I'm going to look at the row for car. That's a total of 28. So we have 28 out of 40 this time, right? That's the grand total for this one. The word or means add. Now we do France. How many people went to France or booked France? Looks like 18 people did. All right, so let me grab my pink marker here and circle it up. So if we were doing car or France, what number did I circle twice? Very good, 15. So 15 gets subtracted in the overlap, right? We've overcounted. These are overlapping events. The denominator is the same all the way through, so all I have to do is the numerators. So we've got 28 plus 18 minus 15, which gives me 31 out of 40. And you can leave it just like that, or you could turn it into the decimal or the percent. Honestly, when it's free response, it's whatever. All right, just be comfortable for multiple choice because you don't know how multiple choice might show it. All right, so let me do one more in this one. How about probability of choosing Spain or Germany? All right, so when I look at my totals, Spain is a column total. Column total is 14 out of 40. The word or means add, so now Germany. Germany's total is 8 out of 40. Ooh, I kind of jumped the gun, didn't I? I just put an equal sign there without thinking. Is there an overlap between Spain and Germany? When I look at it, do they share any numbers? No, right? They don't crisscross over each other. So these are mutually exclusive. There is no overlap. I can jump right to my answer then. So 14 plus 8, that's 22 out of 40. All right, so 22 out of 40 or 11 over 20 or the decimal equivalent 0.55. All right, so 11 over 40. Oh, just kidding. 22 over 40, which reduces to 11 over 20, which is the decimal equivalent 0.55, or you could say 55%. So many options. So there you go. I've done 1 and 2. So you're going to try 3, 4, and 5. Take a picture of what you have on 3, 4, and 5, and make sure you post it on to Edmodo. And don't forget, today is TikTok Tuesday, so send your submissions to nchsvirtualweek@gmail.com and check out my TikTok on your Edmodo accounts. See you guys later. I don't know how to stop it.